Happy Sunday night, folks. We are here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, at the Alberta Dome. Warm-ups about to conclude here as we have the Edmonton Dinos ready to host an international matchup against the Boston Yachts here tonight. Edmonton on the second game of a back-to-back. They give away the lead last night to New York and fall short in that game. Now they'll look to turn their fortunes here against Boston. Anderson now in for Boston. He'll lose the puck. Stafford Spears picks it up. Simonson over to Durant and it's picked off. Anderson now into the zone. Anderson tries to drag through and it's poked away. Anderson back on it, goes to the point to Backlov. Backlov will skate down, go behind the board. Poor pass there. Durant now with it. Goes to Simonson. Simonson bottled up at the red line. Now gets it over to Vladimirescu, who's going to be tripped. Sasha Backlov going to be guilty of a trip. Yep, easy trip call there. So now Edmonton will head on the power play here at home. Less than a minute and a half in. Puck one back. One-timer, it's denied there. Jordan now with it. And he'll flip out for Boston. Picked up by McCoy. McCoy looks to skate forward. Westerman will get picked off there. Braun with it. Bo Braun across the blue line and he'll flip in. Puck picked up by Westerman. He'll go for a skate. Westerman over to Petrovic. Now up to Langenberg. Langenberg across the blue line. Langenberg to McCoy. He scores! So right through the 5-hole of Benny Sobel. In net tonight, and Conrad McCoy gets the Dinos on the board with a power play marker here. Joel Olfsson, he'll get it up ice. Campbell will be hit hard there. King now with it. Jackson King loops behind the net, looks to get up ice. So we're now 3 minutes into this first period. And Edmonton already with a 1-0 lead on the Yachts here. Sorensen picked off there. McCoy will go cross ice to Campbell. Campbell across the red line, now enters the zone. Hit there by Backlov. Braun with it. Bo Braun turns, goes to the other side to Anderson. Anderson to the red line, now enters. Calvin Anderson tries to drag through to the middle. Braun back to the point. Backlov. Shot gets blocked in front. Backlov now goes cross ice. Stevens will enter the zone. Stevens gets it sticked away. Ozul's with a lot of room. He'll go cross ice to Kovac just onside. And then it's brought back outside the zone. Antonison now to O'Shea. O'Shea around Janovich. Kicked out. It is Aldous Stainthorpe in net for Edmonton. Oh, and they score! Esmond Schwatal with great persistence there. Able to fire it past Aldous Stainthorpe. So Esmond Schwatal gets the Yachts on the board here now. Almost to the 5 minutes gone now here in the first. And we're already one apiece here at the Alberta Dome. Picked off there. Oh, Petrovic able to get back on it. It's a poor pass. Was tipped there by Schwatal. Alexiev will get posted up against the boards. Antonison up to Vinogradov. Vinogradov exits the zone. Gets it to Christensen. Christensen up to O'Shea. O'Shea trying to cut through. And now Schwatal to Christensen. Denied by Stainthorpe. And he'll hold right there. Face-off won by Edmonton. Now Petrovic will go for a skate. Top line out here for Edmonton. Simonson tries to cut to the middle, and he's blown up there by Vinogradov. Vinogradov now up to Cherry. Cherry will carry. Cherry back to Jordan. Jordan with some room. Shot doesn't get on net. Simonson with a good stick there in the lane. Vladimirescu bumped there by Jordan. Now Durant tries to cross him over, and Vinogradov will take that one away. Cherry now across the red line. Into the blue line, continues. Cherry, shot kicked out by Stainthorpe. Jordan then with a shoulder save by Stainthorpe. Nolan Cherry Sit up the boards. Vinogradov will have it. He'll be pounded there by Durant. Able to get the puck over to Cherry. Jordan back up to the point to Vinogradov. Goes cross ice to Adolfson. Adolfson skates down off the glove of Stainthorpe. Cherry now behind the net, looking to get some room. It's Jordan on the backhand. Denied there. Looked like it might have been deflected on net, but stopped by Stainthorpe nonetheless. Simonson to the red line, and he will just flip in. Over 8 minutes gone here in the first. 1-1 between the Dinos and the Yachts here. Langenberg to the front. Bassani puts it just wide. Brandon Jordan now to Vinogradov. Vinogradov absorbs the hit from Vladimirescu. Adolfson will be hit there. Puck is loose. And now a tripping call. Adolfson going to be guilty of a trip on Langenberg. So now Langenberg and that second power play unit will go up against Vital and Petrick, the second penalty kill unit out. And Langenberg unable to win the draw. Vital allows Boston to be able to clear. Petrovic now with it. Langenberg tries to turn a bison. It's poked away. Petrovic now over to McCoy. McCoy loses it. Vlatko Petrick shorthanded. Blocker stopped there by Stainthorpe, and he'll get it out. Langenberg up ice now. Continues to advance. Retreats to the red line. McCoy loses the puck, and now Poisaris will be in. Garrett Poisaris tried to feed it to the front, and it was interrupted by Antonison. McCoy now goes behind the net to Langenberg. Langenberg, he'll do the same to Poisaris. Now McCoy to the front. Gets it poked off his stick by Schwital, and he'll clear it all the way down ice. As the puck skitters to the end boards. Langenberg to Poisaris. Poisaris across the red line now enters the zone. Poisaris along the far boards. Curls. Tries to go behind the net, and Petrick will take that puck. As I believe Antonison sent him to the end boards. McCoy now in. It's got Poisaris. And Langenberg now. Langenberg shot goes wide. McCoy with it behind the net. Out in front, McCoy. Shot gets blocked to the corner. Boston will be on it. 20 seconds left here on the power play. Boston will clear it all the way down. Westerman on it. Westerman goes up to Poisaris. Garrett Poisaris to the red line. Continues. Cross the blue line, tries to feed it to McCoy. Denied there. Poisaris at the side of the cage. We are back to 5-on-5. Schwital now on it, trying to get it out of the zone. It's still loose right there at the blue line, and now it will come out of the zone with Poisaris. They'll bring it back in onside. Anderson now. Calvin Anderson goes for a skate. Anderson tried to get it across, and Petrovic will intercept. Off the boards up to Vladimirescu. Vladimirescu to Simonson. Simonson with some room. Over to Sorensen. Denied. And they can't get the rebound home. Sorensen now to Vladimirescu. Denied by Sobel, and he'll get a glove on that. 7:55 left here in the first. 1-1 between the Yachts and the Dinos. Anderson will go up against Durant now here in the dot. Durant wins it back. Petrovic blasted there. Unable to really get a shot away. Kolar now takes it. Dale Kolar. Across the blue line goes cross ice to Anderson. Anderson to Joubert. He scores! Oh, it's going to be King. Excuse me. So Jackson King gets a tip on that. And gets it past Aldous Stainthorpe. I thought Joubert shot it, but it was tipped in front. So Jackson King on the board here makes it 2-1. 7.5 left here in the first between the Dinos and the Yachts. Durant wins it back to Joel Olofsson. Vladimirescu's going to be tripped up, so Stevens will go for a tripping call. Sorensen now against Adolfson. Sorensen wins it back. Durant down. Shot just goes wide. Third power play now here for Edmonton. They were successful on their first, unsuccessful on their second, and gave up a goal shortly after that second power play had ended. Sorensen in just across the line. Hit there by Backlov, but able to absorb it. Simonson shot just goes wide. Vladimirescu on the far boards retrieves it and then turns it over. Jordan able to clip it off the glass and go out. Durant now with it. Durant up to Simonson. He'll go cross ice. Sorensen onside. Tries to feed it down low, and Joubert will pick that one off. Adolfson now. He'll go off the glass and out. Stafford Spears with it. He'll advance up ice to Simonson, now to Vladimirescu. Vladimirescu across the blue line. He'll continue. He'll lose the puck to the corner. Vladimirescu, one-timer by Simonson, and it goes wide. Sorensen now to Durant, to Stafford Spears with a drive, and it's denied. Stafford Spears again, and this one skitters to the corner off the blocker of Sabel. Puck sent all the way down. It'll roll to the end boards. Stafford Spears now up, gets it to Durant, to Sorensen. Sorensen tried to advance to Simonson, and it's picked off. Jordan to Adelson. Adelson shorthanded with a chance, stopped by Stainthorpe. Stafford Spears now with just 10 seconds, and there's going to be another trip. So Adelson gets control of it there, and he's going to be called for a trip. So right as that penalty was about to come off the board, Ingolf Adelson will now sit for a tripping call. Face off now, Langenberg against O'Shea. O'Shea wins it back, Braun with it. Bo Braun will flip it all the way down. First one on it is Durant. He'll go cross ice to Poisaris, now to Langenberg. Diedrich Langenberg up ice. It'll be offside. McCoy tried to hold the line. He was unable to there. Face off one there, and now Boston will have it. Vlatko Petric will flip it in. McCoy is the first one on it. McCoy loses it there. McCoy still with it. Gets it up to Durant. Over to Poisaris. Poisaris up ahead to McCoy. McCoy across the blue line. McCoy tries to drag forward, and Petric will take it away. Braun able to jar it away. Stafford Spears now looking to get up ice. Gets it to Langenberg. Langenberg up to McCoy. McCoy kept into the blue line by Durant. Down low to Langenberg. Oh, and a glove save by Sabel. What a stop. Face off one by Edmonton. Petrovic down low, and it's denied by Sabel. Vinogradov will pick it up, and he'll flip it all the way down. 35 seconds left here on the power play for Edmonton. Petrovic over to Sorensen. Sorensen to Vladimirescu. Shot goes wide. Vladimirescu now with it behind the net goes up to Sorensen. All right, sorry for that quick interruption there, folks. Petrovic now with it, up to Sorensen. Penalty will come off the board there. Jordan will have it. Jordan then's going to be tripped up. Penalties galore here in the first period between Boston and Edmonton. So now Boston with an opportunity. Face off to the right of Stainthorpe. 3:17 left here in the first. Boston wins it back. Christensen to O'Shea. O'Shea or to Vinogradov. Blockered away by Stainthorpe. Beyond PIHANA, he'll try to get it out, and he'll be slashed. So the official has been the biggest factor here in the first period, as Fatal now will head to the box. Face-off now coming to the right of Sobel. Durant able to win it back. Goes to Stafford Spears to Janovic. Janovic to Durant with some room. Durant sticked away by Sobel. Puck loose along the near board. Simonson battles there with Vinogradov. Simonson able to come away with it. He'll get to the front of the net to Durant. Oh, and he can't get a shot away. Loose there, and now it's kicked away. Backlov gets it up by Adolfsson. 2.5 minutes left here in the first. Adolfsson pressed to the boards there. Simonson will have it. He'll go cross ice to Durant. Durant to the red line. Durant continues to carry, gets it to Simonson. Simonson drags it to the middle, and he'll lose the puck there. Good stick by Backlov. Backlov now will retreat. Go to Stevens. Stevens looking to advance the puck. Backlov to Vinogradov. Vinogradov up to Adolfsson. Adolfsson gets it sticked away, and now Stafford Spears on it. Stafford Spears goes cross ice to Durant. Durant over to Janovic, up to Kovac. 8 seconds left of 4-on-4 time. Minute 20 left here in the period. Kovac stops up, retreats, gets it to Janovic. Oh, and it goes off the glove of Sobel and into the crowd. So big stop there by Sobel. Minute 13 left here in the first period. 2-1 Boston on the strength of goals from Schwatal and King. Edmonton will have a power play for another 6 seconds here. They lose the draw, as that will just about do it for the power play right there. So we're back to 5-on-5. Schwatal out of the box. McCoy had the power play goal early. Langenberg's shot goes over the net. And now Braun will have it for Boston. Goes cross ice to Anderson. Anderson to the red line. Continues. Across the blue line. Westerman takes it away to McCoy. Now Langenberg with it. Langenberg bumped there. He'll continue. McCoy. Shot stopped there. Rebound was available, and Poisaris unable to chip it through. McCoy now to the front to Poisaris. Too steep of an angle. Langenberg shot on net. It's stopped by Sobel. And then another shot, and it's blocked in front. And there is the horn. So much needed for Boston there, as they were feeling the pressure from the Dinos right there. So we'll head to the first intermission. A 2-1 lead for the Boston Yachts here on the road in Edmonton. Sorry about that long delay, folks. We are back here in Edmonton at the Alberta Dome, ready for the Dinos and the Yachts to face off here to start the middle frame. Boston entering the period with a 2-1 lead on the Dinos here. Vladimir Rescue up to Simonson. Simonson pressed there by Gron. King will have it. Jackson King kicks up the boards. It'll be Petrovic on it. Simonson now to Durant. Shot knocked down in front. Gron now with it. Gron goes across the back lob to King. King gets it sticked away, and then he'll be bumped off the puck. Stafford Spears up to Petrovic. Up ahead to Simonson. Simonson on the attack, gets it sticked away. Now Durant with it. Durant retreats, gets it over to Petrovic, to Vladimir Rescue, who's going to be tripped. So the penalties galore continues between these two teams near the bottom of the league. Boston at 14 points on the season, Edmonton at 15. They're second and third to last, as both teams still are ahead of Ottawa. Edmonton, now with the Montreal win, find themselves 11 points back of the third place team in the Canada division, so things looking dire early for the Dinos. They need a win streak in the worst way, and that all starts with getting one win. So here on the power play, minute 40, they'll now enter the zone. Langenberg on the near boards to McCoy. McCoy with the power play goal earlier, stopped by Langenberg. Or stopped on Langenberg. McCoy then stopped. Benny Sabel looking good here through the first period plus. Petrovic now on it. He'll get it up to Langenberg. Langenberg retreats, gets it over to Westerman. Poisaris now on the attack. Poisaris will carry. Stop. Get it over to Westerman. And it's stopped in front. McCoy at the side of the cage. And it's denied by Sabel. Joubert able to get a backhand out right here. Puck will come all the way down. Petrovic will be on it. Under a minute now on the power play. Langenberg across the red line. Continues. Diedrich Langenberg stops. Over to Poisaris. Kicked back up. Poisaris stopped there by the shoulder of Sabel, and he'll hold right there. 17-18 left here in the second. Sorensen against Anderson here. And tied up, and Campbell able to get it, or excuse me, Simonson able to get it free. Up high, deflected on net, and it's stopped there by Sabel. And Tonison able to get it out. Puck's sent all the way down, and now Durant will have it. Durant goes up ice to Simonson. Simonson to the corner, tries to flip in front, and Petrick will intercept. Anderson look to get it up ice, and he'll flip it out, as that'll kill off the penalty there. Now Stafford Spears on the attack, gets it to Sorensen. Sorensen with Vladimir Rescue going to the net. He's bumped off the puck, though. Anderson picks it up, gets it over to Antonison. Antonison turns in his own zone, looking for an outlet. Petrick now with it. It'll be lost to Simonson. To Vladimir Rescue. He scores! So it is Tudor Vladimir Rescue on the goal there, set up by Barney Simonson. As he fires it wide past Sabel. And now we find ourselves all square, two apiece. Just over 4 minutes gone here in the second period. Alexiev will get bumped off the puck. Now Christensen with it. Gets it up to O'Shea. O'Shea across the blue line. He'll continue past Petrovic. Over to Svital. Tried to jam it away, and Stainthorpe comes up with the save. Petrovic will kick it up the boards. Puck comes free to Svital. Now Alexiev will have it. Pavel Alexiev across the red line, enters the zone. Alexiev will flip it deep. And now Kovac will have it. Jura Kovac loses it to Vinogradov. Vinogradov over to Christensen. Up ice to O'Shea. O'Shea over to Svital. Svital kicked away there. O'Shea now pressed to the boards. Puck will come free. It'll be Svital behind the net. Now Christensen in front. He scores! Great play behind the net by Esmond Svital. And it'll be Isaac Christensen on the board there for Boston to make this a 3-2 game. Almost 6 minutes gone here in the second. There, it'll be Poisaris with it. He'll get it up to Bassani. Bassani shot, stopped there by Sabel. Oh, it's loose behind him. Oh, and now the puck comes free. So that puck was deathly close to crossing the goal line there, but it was kept out, and probably a necessary penalty here by Bo Gron to keep that puck out of the net. We'll take a peek at it here. Yeah, that puck was loose and close to that goal. So now a power play again for Edmonton. I believe this will be their 5th in the first 27 minutes of this game. Their 7th, excuse me. Shot, they score! Just like that, Sorensen with the tip in front. And we, just like that, are right back even. 3 apiece. All right, Boston into the zone, loses it to Stafford Spears. Stafford Spears looking to curl up ice. He'll get it poked away. Anderson now to the net. Stevens at the side of the cage, loses it there. Puck comes free. Anderson up to Stevens. Stevens trying to walk down the boards. Now he'll go behind the net to King. King up high to Anderson. Anderson can't get a shot away. Stafford Spears will have it. Puck is loose there. Now Durant across to Simonson. He scores! So this one is Barney Simonson. So in quick measure, the Dinos go right back out in front, leading 4-3 here at home. Puck loose there in the Boston zone. Backlov had it, then lost it. Puck is still loose there. Backlov back on top of it. Tried to feed it up to Cherry, and Durant with a good stick lift, able to get it away. Durant in front of Vladimirescu. He's blown up there. Sabel will clear the puck over to Grawn. Grawn now with it. He'll get it up ice to Jordan. Brandon Jordan across the red line. 9 minutes gone here in the second period. Cherry sticked away for a second. Olofsson turns it over to Vinogradov in the neutral zone. Adolfsson now with the puck. He'll get it sticked away. McCoy into the zone. McCoy tries to drag through, and he's bumped off the puck. Vinogradov with it. Gets it up to Jordan. Brandon Jordan will have it. He'll cross into the zone. Jordan, shot, stopped there by Stainthorpe, and he'll jump on top of that. Keep play going, though. So we approach the halfway point of this game. Olofsson to Sorensen. Sorensen with a power play goal moments ago, and McCoy pounds that one through. So McCoy with his 2nd of the game. And the Dinos now up 5-3 on Boston here at home. Svital wins it back. It'll be Olav Antonesson. He'll get it over to Christensen. Christensen cross ice to O'Shea. He scores! Holy Toledo, folks. So in short order, Boston gets right back on Nick O'Shea's fire pass all to Stainthorpe. We've seen Boston do this a couple times. They've been in 2 of the highest scoring matchups. A 9-8 performance where they lost to Minnesota, and a 10-6 performance against Ottawa where they won. We are now 5-4, just over halfway through this game. That means we're about on pace for a 10-8 game or something in that realm. O'Shea now down low. He'll lose the puck. Basani looking to get it up ice. He'll get to the blue line and carry through. Poisaris with it. He'll lose the puck. Puck picked up there by Basani. They'll continue to battle at the boards there. Still loose. Christensen with it. He'll lose the puck. Langenberg. Langenberg to the front. Denied there by Sabel. And Sabel will get a glove on that and hold right there. Abraham now against O'Zools. Abraham wins it back. Tipped in on it. Kovac now with it for Edmonton. Gets it to the front of the net. Stopped by Sabel. He'll keep play going. Joubert up ice to Abraham. Abraham sticked away for a second. Now Kolar up to Tipton. Tipton across the red line. Enters the zone. Barry Tipton. Shot. Stopped there by Stainthorpe. He'll lunge on top of it and get the puck going again to O'Zools. Jura Kovac. Across the line. 7 minutes left here in the second. Petrick goes cross ice to Abraham. Abraham to Tipton. Tipton bumped off the puck there by Kovac. Kovac across the blue line. He'll continue to carry. To the front. O'Zools denied there. And now Kovac on his backhand shot. Shouldered away by Sabel. O'Zools to the front. They score! So a 6th goal on the board. For the Edmonton Dinos, that is Pavel Alexiev. With the marker there, it makes it 6-4. As again, we now continue that pace of a 10-8 game here. Stevens with the intercept. They'll carry down the near boards. In front, Gron kicked away there by Stainthorpe. King to the front on his backhand. Shot goes wide. Janovich with it. Pressed to the boards by Stevens. Sorensen up to Olsen. Campbell now has it. Ben Campbell continues. Gets across the blue line. Goes to the far boards. Now cuts it to the middle. Has Sorensen in front and it's denied there. Sorensen against Anderson now. Anderson wins it back. Backlov with it. Backlov gets it up to King. King across the red line. Enters the zone. King continues to carry. He'll be bumped off the puck. Campbell now with it. Goes cross ice. Now Janovich with it. Janovich across the red line. Retreats. In the neutral zone now to McCoy. McCoy bumped there. Campbell with a chance. The shot gets blocked. King now under 4.5 minutes left here in the second. King continues to carry. King across to the middle. Kicked away by Stainthorpe. Good save there. So tall down to King and a one-timer is denied. Janovich now looking to get it up ice. He'll get it to Simonson. Simonson to the red line and flips in. Puck rides the dasher and now will come down to Gron. In the far corner. Kicks it up the boards to Durant. Olfsson now. To Durant behind the net to Simonson. Up high to McCoy and it's denied by Sobel. He'll get a glove on that and hold right there. 3:17 left here in the second. So we sit 6-4 between the Dinos and the Yachts here tonight. Both teams going with their backup goaltenders tonight, so it's a little understandable why the score is as high scoring as it is, but still, they should be professional goaltenders. They should be able to stop a nosebleed every once in a while, right? Vladimirescu now with the puck at the goal line in front. They score again! It is Ricky Durant this time. So that top line now all have goals. Durant, Simonson, and Vladimirescu all with a point and all with an assist here tonight. Now it is 7-4. We are still not out of the second period here yet. Face-off won by Edmonton. Petrovic to Kovac. Kovac will turn. Try to flip it deep, and it'll be picked up by Vinogradov. Vinogradov goes up ice to O'Shea. O'Shea to the red line, continues to carry. O'Shea still with it. In front of Christensen. He scores! My goodness. So Isaac Christensen with his second goal of the game. And Boston gets it back to a 2-goal game as they'll look to continue to fight back against the Dinos here. Face-off won by Schwatal to Antonison. Over to Christensen, gets bumped off the puck. Alexiev, he'll lose it. O'Shea has it. Antonison retreats in his own zone. Flips it cross ice to Vinogradov. Vinogradov up to O'Shea. O'Shea to Schwatal. Schwatal over to O'Shea. Puck gets dislodged. Christensen now with it up in the corner. Puck comes loose. Schwatal will have it. Schwatal to the front on his backhand. Denied by Stainthorpe. We approach a minute. Another penalty coming up. It'll be O'Shea this time, tripping up Stafford Spears. So minute 7. So if Edmonton's unable to score here on the power play, they'll have 53 seconds of power play time left. So another power play opportunity for the Dinos. They already lead by 2. But as we've seen so far in this game, any goal lead is not safe at this point. You got to just keep scoring until the final horn goes. Joubert able to get that one all the way out. First one back on it will be Durant. He'll glide up ice to Stafford Spears and out to Simonson. Simonson retreats, gets it to Vladimirescu as they look to get some speed going. Stafford Spears now to Sorensen with some speed across the line. Sorensen check to the corner, and Vladimirescu fires a one-timer home for the power play goal. So that makes 8 for the Dinos here through 40 minutes. Means they're on pace to score about 12 here tonight. Faceoff will be won by Anderson. Gron sticked away there by Durant. King now goes up ice to Anderson. Anderson trying to cut through, and Petrovic will have it. Petrovic up to Simonson. Simonson turns. Looks to get it up ice to Rand. It's denied. Puck comes out of the zone. Gron will have it. Bo Gron being watched there. Goes across ice to Backlov. Now up to Anderson to Stevens. Stevens. And that will sound the horn. The second period finally comes to an end. So we had a barrage of goals here in the second period for the Dinos to lead headed to the final 20 minutes, 8-5 here at the Alberta Dome. We'll take our second intermission and rejoin you for the start of the third period. All right, back at the action after a quick break. We are here at the Alberta Dome. I'm Les Talk, excited to be with you here in Edmonton for the Dinos and the Yachts facing off against one another. I specifically showed you in that little break there for the second intermission, 10 total goals in that period, 7 for Edmonton, 3 for Boston. It was just a 2-1 game headed into the second period, and now we find ourselves in a 8-5 game. Durant up to Stafford Spears, goes to Vladimirescu, shot gets blocked away. Vladimirescu to Simonson in front, denied there. Anderson will skate away, he'll get it over. Stevens now to Gron. Gron gets it up to King. Jackson King across the red line, enters the zone. He'll be bodied off there by Stafford Spears. Durant flips it back to Stafford Spears, and they'll look to get it up ice. Simonson to the red line. He'll continue to carry, bumped off the puck, and Anderson picks it up. Anderson retreats, gets it up to Stevens. Stevens across the red line continues. He'll be sticked away for a second. Puck still loose at the red line, or at the blue line, excuse me. King, gloved by Stainthorpe. Puck sent behind the net. Now they go up high. Braun and King play catch. Puck will come to the corner with Anderson. Trying to be dug out there by a couple of players. Petrovic finally able to get it for Edmonton. Vladimirescu. Bumped there by King. Now Backlov with it. Sasha Backlov goes cross ice to Anderson. Anderson to Stevens to King, and it's denied there on the one-timer. King now to the front of the net on his backhand. Denied by Stainthorpe, and he'll hold right there. So a monumental comeback needed here for the Yachts. A win here would get them 3 points back of Chicago for the 4th place in the America Division. Edmonton falling fast in that Canada Division as they find themselves 11 points back of Montreal for 3rd place. And this is a big 2-game set here for Edmonton. That unfortunate loss to New York the other night. Olofsson down low can't jam it home. And now let's see if they can rectify that. And Sorensen, they have not stopped scoring yet. Ralph Sorensen now adds to the tally to make it a 9-goal game for the Dinos here tonight. Sorensen against Vital. It'll be won by McCoy. Campbell with it. Campbell tries to get it up ice, and Vital will pick it off. Vital goes cross ice to Christensen. Christensen to O'Shea. O'Shea gets blocked away. Janovic now on it. Janovic skates behind the net, gets it to Olofsson. Joel Olofsson up ice to Kovac. Kovac retreats, looking to get it up ice. It'll be dug out. Leaves the zone. 5 minutes gone here in the third. 9-5 the score here from Edmonton. O'Shea now looking to skate up ice. Nick O'Shea across the blue line. He'll continue in front to Stratal. He'll peel back. Stratal now to the front. Oh, and it's kicked away by Stainthorpe. Yura Kovac will circle behind his own net and get it up ice to Alexiev. Alexiev across the blue line and flips in. O'Shea on it. Nick O'Shea gets up to Adolfson. Adolfson to Stratal. Stratal across the red line, enters the zone. Stratal hammered there by Janovic. Janovic then will get pressed by Adolfson. Kovac will take it away. Kovac will go cross ice to Alexiev. Alexiev to the red line. He'll enter the zone now. Alexiev flips in. It'll be Antonison on it. He'll be watched there by Ozuls. Gets it up to Adolfson. Adolfson now enters the zone. Hammered there by Stafford Spears. Puck comes deep to Jordan. Joel Olofsson and Brandon Jordan fight for it. Good continuous action here to start the third. Bassani up to Poisaris. Garrett Poisaris across the blue line. He'll continue to carry to the front to Langenberg. Shot doesn't get through. Sasha Backlov now will carry. He'll get it up to Cherry. Nolan Cherry cuts to the middle. Taken away there. Langenberg hammered there by Cherry. Cherry unable to get a shot off. He'll go to the point to Gron. Gron straight on, and he'll shoot and stop by Stainthorpe. He'll get a glove on that and hold right there. Gron to Tipton, denied there. Stainthorpe then will have it. He'll hold it right there. Backlov now with it. Shot gets blocked. Petrovic will have it. Petrovic goes up ice to Vladimirescu. Vladimirescu will lose the puck. Abraham with it. Ron tried to feed it up ice to Simonson and it's picked off. Petrovic will have it. Dmitry Petrovic up to Simonson. Simonson bumped off the puck. It'll be Backlov on it up to Abraham. Now Petrick with it. Vlatko Petrick across the blue line. Bump there. Stafford Spears now on it. He'll go up ice to Durant. Vladimirescu and Durant. They'll battle there. Vladimirescu will have it. He'll get it up to Stafford Spears. Clears it up to Simonson. Simonson belts it to the boards by Braun. Petrick now. He'll lose the puck as he gets upended. Tipton to Braun and a great reverse hit by Bo Braun. Backlov now on it to Tipton. Goes cross ice to Petrick. Vlatko Petrick across the red line. Enters the zone. Petrick will carry. One-timer. Goes wide of the cage. Tipton now on it. Tipton tried to get to the front of the net and was denied. Stafford Spears hit there by Petrick. They'll continue to battle those two. Petrick to Tipton. Up high to Joubert to Braun. With a slap shot. Tipped in front and it was stopped by Stainthorpe. Like Petrick got a piece of it in front. Petrovic skating away. Gets to the red line. Gets it back to Durant. Now Simonson. He'll flip in. Come all the way around to Joubert. Joubert and Vladimirescu. Petrovic now at the point. Behind the back pass to Sorensen. To Janovic at the point. Kept in. And now King will possess it. They'll get it to Anderson. 2-on-1 here. Anderson denied there by Stainthorpe. Puck hops in the air. And Stainthorpe will get on top of it. Penalty coming up here to Boston. Didn't see the call. Just see the referee's hand in the air. Petrovic now. Across the red line. There goes Stainthorpe to the bench. And it'll be touched up there by Joubert. So a slash on Anderson. Faceoff now coming to the left of Abedisiani. Vinogradov loses the puck there. Langenberg back to the point to Westerman. Looking for 10 here. They do. They get it. And there go the Hats. Conrad McCoy with his third of the day and the 10th on the scoreboard for the Dinos. And this one also on the power play. His first came on the power play as well. 7:10 left, and we are 10-5 Edmonton here at home. Sorensen kicks it back to Janovic. Now McCoy will have it. McCoy turns back, gets it over to Campbell. Campbell loses the puck, and now McCoy will bring it in offside. McCoy in front, denied by Abedisiani. Gets it free to Joubert. Over to Stevens. Puck now with Stevens in his own zone. Goes cross ice. Anderson gets belted there. And now King will carry up along the near boards. 6 minutes left here in the third. Sticked away. Campbell will have it. Campbell up to Olofsson. Joel Olofsson continues to carry. He'll get across the red line. Continues. Olofsson. Now behind the net to Sorensen. Sorensen sticked away. Olofsson now continues to carry. McCoy. McCoy with a chance. One-timer by Campbell is denied. McCoy blockered in up in the air by Abedisiani. Campbell with it. Now Stevens will take. Up to O'Shea. Under 5 left here. And what'll be a home victory here in the Alberta Dome for the Dinos. Svital in across the line. Svital shot goes wide. Looks like it was tipped in front. Janovic retreats in his own zone to the corner. Flips it up to Alexiev. Alexiev goes to Ozuls. Ozuls across the blue line, gets it sticked away. And now Kolar with it in the corner. He'll be pressed there by Ozuls. Tries to kick it free. Comes up to O'Shea. He's pressed there by a couple of Dinos. Kovac now down low. Shot gets blocked. Ozuls behind the net, looking for an option. Flips it back to the point, and it's intercepted. They'll continue to battle at the near boards here. Alexiev now with it to Kovac. Ozuls in the corner. Turns at the dots. Kovac with a one-timer, and it goes off the side of the cage. Might have been tipped there by Abedisiani before it hit the side of the cage, but either way, outside the net. And Tonison now up to O'Shea. 2:20 left here in the third. O'Shea will backhand it in. Westerman on it, pressed there by Svital. Kick to the corner with Biondi. Rocco Biondi up to Poisaris. Poisaris across the red line, now enters his zone. Backhand flips it in. And Tonison, first one back there on it. He dodges the hit from Ozuls. He'll try to get around Bassani and unable to. Bassani keeps it in the zone. Unable to feed it down low to Poisaris, though. Stafford Spears now with it. Stafford Spears across the blue line. Just over a minute left here from the Alberta Dome. Poisaris will come on net to Abadisiani, and he will hold right there. 57 seconds left here in what will be an Edmonton Dinos dominant victory with a 7-goal second period. Durant now against Cherry. Durant wins it back to Stafford Spears. Stafford Spears will carry down now Durant on his backhand. Vladimirescu unable to get the shot away. Durant loses the puck there. Gron will have it. He'll get it to Backlov. Backlov goes up ice to Jordan. Jordan across the blue line, trying to get around Petrovic. Stops up there, gets it back to Backlov. Backlov with a slap shot. It's blocked to the corner. Cherry now to the front. Denied there. Jordan with a one-timer. And Stainthorpe shuts the door. Durant will face off against Anderson. Just 36 seconds left. The fans already to their feet, applauding their gentlemen here tonight with a great performance and a big win over another scuffling team here in the Yachts. Slap shot denied there. Vladimirescu now with it in the corner up to Durant. Denied there by Bedesiani. 20 seconds left. Braun tries to get it up ice, and we will have a power play, so couldn't end the game without one more little oopsie, and this one will go to Barney Simonson, the Edmonton captain. Going to be guilty of a trip, so he'll sit. A little trip there on Gron, just gets his stick in the skates there of Gron. So Boston will head to the power play. Just 19 seconds left. See if they can get this to a 10-6 game. On the power play, Anderson wins it back. Christensen shot gets blocked to the corner. Stevens will be on it to Anderson. Shot deflected in front. King behind the net tries to carry to the front. Biondi will take it away. Biondi will clear. And with just 6 seconds left, that ought to do it. Vinogradov try to get going with some speed. Anderson, 2-1 shot. He scores. So with 0.5 seconds left, Calvin Anderson gets a power play goal. What a shot there, right over the glove of Stainthorpe. And it will come right at the 20-20 mark, or 20-0 mark. Interesting little timing there. Face off here with 0.5 seconds. And that'll do it. The horn sounds, signifying a Dinos victory here at home over the Boston Yachts. A 10-6 thrashing from the Dinos here tonight. And a much-needed win after their heartbreaker to New York just last night. So Boston will continue their road trip. They'll be in Calgary tomorrow night. But enjoy these few highlights we got here for you. We'll be back with you for our post-game stats and information right after this. All right, thank you so much for joining us here for our post-game coverage of the Edmonton Dinos 10-6 victory over the visiting Boston Yachts. I am Les Talk. It's been a joy to be with you here from Edmonton. We take a look at the team stats on your screen right now. Edmonton with the advantage in shots, 41-31, but Boston leading the way in hits, 39-17. A huge disparity there between the two teams. Face-offs just in favor of Edmonton, 24-21. And penalty minutes heavily favoring the Dinos. Only 2 power plays, or 2 penalties given up by the Dinos, 9 given up by the Yachts. Edmonton goes 4 of 9 on the power play. Boston goes 1 of 2 on the power play here tonight, with that one coming with 0.5 seconds left in the game by Calvin Anderson. So we'll take a look at the stats here, and we'll start with the Dinos, and there's going to be a lot to talk about here. 4 points out of McCoy and Sorensen, 3 goals and 1 assist for McCoy, 2 of each for Sorensen. Durant and Vladimirescu with 3 points, 1 goal, 2 assists for Durant, 2 goals, 1 assist for Vladimirescu. Then our 2-point getters, we have Ulfson, Langenberg, and Stafford Spears, all with 2 assists each. And then Barney Simonson with a goal and an assist. And then our single-point getters, we have Ozuls, Kovac, Westerman, and Petrovic, all with an assist. And then Pavel Alexiev with a goal. So no points tonight for Poisaris, Bassani, Campbell, Biondi, and Janovic. So basically bottom line guys, and then Ben Campbell with a bit of a surprise there, unable to pick up a point here tonight. We look at the plus minus, +3 for Sorensen, and then a good handful with +2. McCoy, Durant, Vladimirescu, Olfsson, Simonson, Campbell, and Janovic. Shots leaders, 11 for McCoy. That's quite a number there, but I guess he gets 3 goals, so that's all that matters. Durant with 5, Langenberg 5, Sorensen with 4. And then our hits leaders, again, not many hits on the evening here. Stafford Spears with 4, and that's your far and away leader. Kovac, Simonson, Petrovic, and Janovic come away with 2 here tonight. The goaltending, not impressive. Aldous Stainthorpe, 31 shots faced, only comes up with 25 saves. That leads to an .806 save percentage. I think if he were facing any other goalie, it wouldn't have been a good night for Stainthorpe, but he is able to get the win, and that is ultimately what matters for Edmonton and for him. Now we head to the other side of things. The Boston Yachts, the road team here tonight. 3 points for Christensen and O'Shea with 2 goals and an assist, and then 1 goal and 2 assists. 2 points to Anderson and Stratal with a goal and an assist each. And then our single point getters, King with a goal, then Stevens, Vinogradov, and Joubert with assists. Backlov, Gron, Kolar, Cherry, Jordan, Adolfson, Tipton, Petrick, and Abraham unable to pick up a point here today. Our plus minus, I see Vinogradov, a +3 miraculously. I'm not sure how exactly that works, but a +3 for Nil Vinogradov, Isaac Christensen, Stratal, and Antonison +2s. Our shots leaders, 5 each for Stratal and King, Brandon Jordan with 4, and Isaac Christensen with 3. And then our hits, we have Bo Gron with 10, Sasha Backlov with 6, and Vinogradov and Antonison with 4 as well. So now to the goaltending here. Take a peek. Benny Sobel, another clunker of a start out of him, faces 36 shots, gives up 9 goals for a .750 save percentage. That is one of the worst on the season. And Benny Sobel, that's been kind of characteristic of how his season has gone thus far. They had high hopes for him here in Boston, but he has not lived up to what they were hoping out of Benny Sobel. Abedisiani gets in there late in the game, has 5 shots against him, saves 4 of them for an .800 save percentage for Ronnie Abedisiani. I want to just make sure I show all of the players here with enough there so we get a chance there from Boston. Now, I'm not going to be able to show you all the goals because we are running out of time here tonight. We'll take a peek at a few of them. Head to the first period where, amazingly, it was only a 2-1 game. Headed to the second period, and then things exploded from there. We have the Conrad McCoy power play goal here. As he just releases from that kind of low slot, kind of right around the dots area, and beats, I believe, Sobel 5-hole. See if we get a peek at it here. Yeah, that looked like it beat him 5-hole. Either way, snaps it right past the netminder there. And we'll show you the Jackson King goal, also in the first period. In front, and King with the tip there on the shot by Joubert, able to send it through. Second period, that's where things started to explode. Ooh, sorry. Vladimirescu with the first goal of the second period, we'll show you here. Vladimirescu just with an opportunity and fires it. Poor angle here by Benny Sobel. So he just gives up so much of that far post, and it's hammered through by Tudor Vladimirescu. Barney Simonson with another top-notch goal here. Playing with the behind the net, and he just fires. Not sure where Sobel's going on this play. Doesn't get hugged up against the post on a kind of a bit of a weird angle too, and it's peppered past. Benny Sobel there. Second period also. Let's see. Show you the Christensen goal here. On a little behind the net play from Stratal. Flips it right out front, and Christensen just carries all the way around and tucks it past Aldous Stainthorpe. Then the third period, we'll show the hat trick goal here from Conrad McCoy as he gets it down low. I don't know where exactly this beats Abedisiani. We'll see it here from the back. That one was 5-hole again. So McCoy attacking that 5-hole, and he beats a Bedesiani there. And then the Calvin Anderson goal right at the end of regulation. So he's going to put a great move there. He's actually getting bumped too here by Bionde, it looks like. Actually, after he releases the puck is when he gets bumped, but it just beats Stainthorpe right over the glove, right there. I don't know if Stainthorpe thought the period was going to end, the game was over, but either way, Anderson able to beat him there. So that's going to do it for our Sunday coverage here of PIHANA hockey from Edmonton. And this also signifies the end of the first month of the PIHANA season. The month of August comes to an end here. I want to thank you folks so much for joining us on this ride as we end our first month of hockey. We'll be back with you in September. September 1st, we have 2 games. New York will be in Minnesota, and then these same Boston Yachts will try to put this behind them and head into Calgary, a team that's known to put up a few goals on teams, and see if they can get a win tomorrow night in Calgary. So thank you so much. Thank you for all the support as we go through this first month of hockey. We're excited to keep going with you into the month of September. So thank you again for joining us. I am Les Talk. We will see you next month.